Alright, so before I start this video, I just wanted to say a quick message to those impacted by the LA fires. This has just blown up in the last couple of days, and I just wanted to say that my heart is with you. I'm over there in a couple of weeks, which I'll be talking about soon. I don't know what I'm going to see there, but from what I see at this end, it's not great. And yeah, like I say, for everyone that's impacted, my heart is with you for sure. So we're a few days into 2025 now. I hope you've had a solid start. It's actually crazy to think at how fast this year is already moving. So I've just got back from a whirlwind 2 weeks of shows all over New Zealand, Australia, and even over on the very remote Great Barrier Island, a beautiful island just off the coast of Auckland here in New Zealand. So this was with Black Comet, but also with Natasha Bedingfield. I'll be honest, even though it was only 2 weeks, it was a hectic schedule. But in summary, all went off without a hitch, which I'm very pleased to report, and that's why we do the prep, right? In terms of Natasha specifically, it was absolutely incredible sharing the stage with her. She's a true professional and an absolute powerhouse of an artist in all respects. And vocally, she's actually one of the strongest singers I've ever played with. And yes, if you're wondering, Unwritten was an amazing track to play live.
At the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot hide. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition. Feel that rain on your skin. Come on. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else, no one else. Speak out to the right. Let yourself be comfortable in your life with eyes wide open. Today is time.
It totally kills it and so much fun to play. Look, Natasha's team took a chance hiring someone locally. They had no idea what to expect, even with the recommendation. But honestly, the shows couldn't have gone better. And not only did it work out, but she's already looking at more dates in which she can use me going forward. And as a ring-in session drummer, that's really all I could ask for, that when I leave the situation, they are on cloud 9 and completely happy with what I did. And then there was Natasha's fantastic guitarist, Rod. He's also worked with Beyonce and Rihanna, just to name a few. He was incredible to work with and equally as happy too. At one point he said to me, I usually keep the drummers very low in my in-ear mix, but when I'm playing with you, I want to turn you up and turn the click down because you actually bury the click. So that was a really nice thing to hear as well. The whole experience felt seamless and rewarding. With Unwritten, I don't know about you, but every time I hear it, it makes me think differently. Specifically the line, "the rest is still unwritten," really stood out to me this week, especially with everything going on. It's such a simple lyric, but man, it has so much weight behind it. It's such a true statement, and if you really think about it, it's a reminder that where you are in life, the next chapter hasn't been decided yet. It's completely blank. It's telling us that the future is ours to create how we see fit. And the way I see it is the only way that we shape it to the way that we want is by showing up, staying focused, disciplined, locked into your craft, and pushing yourself as a person too. That part's really important. As I always say, it's the work that we do on and off the kit that really matters. I've always believed that progress is self-determined. The work you put in today, that's what dictates how things unfold tomorrow. It's not about waiting for the right moment or hoping for things to fall into place. It's purely about making things happen by putting the reps in now. So yeah, for me, the whole idea of the future being unwritten has literally been staring me in the face for the past couple of weeks. As most of you know, I'm gearing up for my audition with Primus later this month. And I'll be honest, it's all a little bit surreal. I mean, the thing is, I grew up on Primus. Their music is very much a part of my personal soundtrack. And in just 2 weeks' time, I'll be in a room with Les and Larry in the flesh, jamming along to their tracks and seeing how we go. Madness. When I look back at the work I've done on and off the kit over the last few years, in a weird way, it sort of feels like everything has been leading towards this moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that guarantees anything here. I'm not delusional. Because whether or not I land the gig, that's completely up to them. But what I do know is that I am 100% meant to be in that room with them. That part I am certain. I truly believe that every choice that I've made over the last couple of years, every hour I've put in on and off the kit, has led me here, right here to this very moment. So now that I'm finally home, for the next 2 weeks, I'm getting into total Primus brain. I've fine-tuned my setup, my approach in general, and ultimately making sure that when I walk into that audition, I'm bringing the absolute best version of myself. Because at the end of the day, that's all I can really do, is do the best version of myself. And what's kind of weird too is that I am incredibly calm and steady and relaxed about this whole thing. I'm not nervous, I'm not anxious. I've had much smaller things that I've been an absolute mess over, but this I'm completely fine with. And I think it's because A, I know I'm there for a reason, and B, at the end of the day, all I can do is do what I do, and that I can do well. So that's kind of reassuring in a weird way. I'm in this weird place where I know I'm perfect for this gig, But at the same time, if I don't get it, I'm completely fine with that because I really love my life here in New Zealand too. So ultimately, I'm just really, really grateful for this experience and a chance just to shake their hands, tell them that I've been a big fan over the years. I've really appreciated their work and that I get to jam with them. So while I don't know how things are going to pan out, I do know one thing, and that's for sure, that I'll have done everything I possibly could. And whatever happens after that, well, the rest is unwritten. So if you're listening to this and there's something that you've been putting off, something that you've been wanting to pursue, but you're waiting for the right time, just consider this your sign. Act now. Do it now. Pull your socks up, commit, and start putting the work in. Seriously, do future you a massive favor and start putting the work in now. Get those reps in. And I don't mean those average Joe reps. Everyone else does that. I mean the reps that truly make a difference. The reps that really matter. The reps that move the needle. Start writing your next chapter now because it's up to you. Don't forget, it's on your terms here. You're in control, whether you realize it or not. Thanks for watching my first video of 2025. If you like this sort of content, you can head over to masterminddrummer.com and you can sign up for my free weekly newsletter where I dive into all of these topics and more. And you can also check out my courses too. Have a good one.